La Llorona, La Llorona, Spanish for the weeping woman, was once a beautiful woman named Maria, admired by everyone in her village. But like most tragic tales, her beauty came with bad judgment. She fell in love with a wealthy man and, blinded by desire, made the worst romantic decision in history. She drowned her own children in the river, hoping to win him over. Spoiler, he dumped her anyway. In shock and guilt, Maria decided to end it all and threw herself into the same waters. When she reached heaven's gates, God asked, "Where are your children?" Maria, panicking, said, "I don't know, my lord." So he basically said, "No kids, no entry," and sent her back to earth with the worst punishment ever, eternal babysitting duty. Now, on quiet nights, her haunting cries, "Oh my children," echo through the darkness. And when she spots wandering children, she mistakes them for her own and drags them into the river too. To this day, La Llorona roams the riversides, a ghost of sorrow, regret, and spectacularly bad life choices, forever weeping, forever haunting, and forever proving that love really can drown you in the end. Bloody Mary, sometimes called Hell Mary, isn't just a campfire ghost. She's one of England's oldest nightmares. Once known as Mary Worth, legend says she was a woman broken by grief, her child stolen, her life destroyed. Some say she took her own life, others claim she was executed for witchcraft. Either way, her spirit didn't rest. It reflected back, because even in death, she couldn't resist one last look in the mirror. Now, she lives inside mirrors, cursed glass between our world and hers. They say if you stand before a mirror at midnight and whisper her name 3 times, she'll appear. First, silence. Then, a chill creeps up your spine. And finally, her face, pale, bleeding, eyes burning like revenge, and an expression that says, "Really? You woke me up for this?" Those who summon her rarely survive. She scratches, slashes, or worse, drags you through the mirror to whatever hell she calls home. So next time you stare into the dark glass, remember, Bloody Mary still waits, whispering, "Say my name," just once more. But maybe don't. She's got centuries of anger and 0 sense of humor. Kuchisake-Onna, the slit-mouthed woman. Long ago in Japan, a beautiful woman lived with her samurai husband, but her vanity led her to cheat on him, because apparently, loyalty wasn't trending that season. When the samurai found out, he was consumed by rage. He slashed her mouth from ear to ear and shouted, "Who will think you're beautiful now?" She died from the wounds, but her spirit returned, twisted and vengeful. Now, she wanders the streets at night wearing a surgical mask. You know, staying spooky and sanitary, holding a pair of scissors. She approaches lone travelers and softly asks, "Am I beautiful?" If you say no, she kills you instantly. If you say yes, she removes her mask, revealing her mutilated smile that makes the Joker look insecure, and asks again, "Even now?" Say no, and she cuts you in half. Say yes, and she slices your mouth to match hers. It's her way of saying, "Let's twin." They say there's no escape, because once you hear her question, Kuchisake-Onna has already chosen you. So next time someone asks if they look good, maybe just run. Hachishakusama, known as 8 feet tall, is one of Japan's most terrifying urban legends. A spirit so tall, she barely fits in doorways, and so haunting, her voice echoes in nightmares. She wanders in white, a long dress, a wide hat, and hair so black it hides her eyes. But before you see her, you hear her. A deep, echoing sound. Po, 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 like a ghost trying to drop a beat but forgetting the lyrics. Long ago, she was sealed away by monks inside a ring of sacred Jizo statues to imprison her spirit. But one day, a crack appeared, and she escaped. Since then, children aged 9 to 11 have vanished without a trace. Those who hear her voice are marked. She watches, waits, and when the time is right, she takes them. Some say she can disguise herself, sometimes a kind woman, sometimes your mom calling you for dinner. But once you answer, congratulations, you're the dinner. Survivors say there's only one way to live: leave Japan and never come back, because Hachishakusama never forgets the ones she likes. And unlike your ex, she actually means it. Mothman, Point Pleasant's most unwanted celebrity. Back in 1966, people in the quiet West Virginia town started spotting a 7-foot bat with red headlights for eyes. It didn't talk, didn't pay taxes, just stared at you like it knew your browsing history. Locals called it the Mothman because apparently Nightmare Bird was taken. He'd hang around the old TNT factory, flapping his wings like a bored guardian angel, while people screamed, crashed their cars, and told reporters, "I swear it looked at me first." Phones went fuzzy, pets disappeared, and everyone suddenly believed in UFO. Then came December 15th, 1967. The Silver Bridge collapsed, killing 46 people, and Mothman ghosted the town completely. No goodbye text, no farewell flight, just gone. Was he the cause of the disaster, or the world's worst warning sign? No one knows. But if you ever see a giant moth staring through your window, maybe don't panic. Just know your life's about to get way more interesting, or way shorter. Jersey Devil. Long ago, a poor woman named Mother Leeds found out she was pregnant, for the 13th time. Tired, broke, and absolutely done with life, she shouted, "Let this one be a devil!" And for once, someone upstairs must have said, "All right, bet." That night, during a raging storm, her wish came true. The baby was born normal for about 5 seconds. Before its skin hardened, eyes turned red, wings ripped through its back, and hooves replaced its feet. With a scream that could wake the dead, or at least the neighbors, it flew up the chimney and vanished into the storm. Talk about dramatic exits. Since then, people have claimed to see it. A flying beast with a horse's head, bat wings, and a forked tail, shrieking through the night. Hundreds reported encounters. Livestock slaughtered, trolleys attacked, even police firing at it, because apparently shooting at Folklore works. Some call it a demon, others a mutant, but no one's ever caught it. And even today, when the wind howls through the pine barrens, locals swear the Jersey Devil still soars above the trees, watching, waiting, and screaming, probably regretting ever being born into that family. Black-eyed children, or as the internet lovingly calls them, the black-eyed kids, because apparently, giving nightmare fuel a cute nickname helps us sleep better. They look like pale little ghosts with eyes so black, they make your phone screen look bright. The legend went viral around 1998 because nothing says internet culture like turning existential dread into a meme. People say these kids show up on lonely highways or at your front door, politely asking, "Can we come in?" Those who meet them claim to feel their souls being vacuumed out. Others just assume it's Monday again. Some insist they're ghosts, demons, or alien hybrids, which honestly sounds like the worst group project in cosmic history. Then there's the tale of Josh and Emma Collins, two kids who vanished in the woods and came back looking like they hadn't slept since the Stone Age. Now, the black-eyed children still wander the suburbs, looking for kind strangers. But remember, let them in, and they'll probably never leave, kind of like your ex, but quieter. Hookman, one of America's most chilling urban legends. It's late night at Lover's Lane. A young couple is busy doing what couples do, pretending they're in a romance movie. Suddenly, the radio interrupts. An escaped lunatic with a hook for a hand is on the loose. The girl panics. The guy, of course, thinks he's invincible, because horror movie logic. Then comes that sound against the car door. The guy laughs it off like, "Relax, babe, it's just the wind." Yeah, the wind that wears a raincoat and drags a hook. They speed away, hearts racing, probably breaking several traffic laws. When they reach home, the girl screams. A bloody hook hangs from the car door. Guess Mr. Hook didn't appreciate being left on red. Some say he's an escaped patient. Others say a fisherman who took catch of the day way too literally. Dressed in a raincoat and hat, he looks like the world's angriest fisherman or a rejected Gorton's mascot. Born from the 1950s Lover's Lane panic, the Hookman became every parent's dream PSA. See, kids, that's what happens when you make out in cars. If you ever hear metal scraping in the dark, congratulations, you've met Hookman, the original anti-Valentine.